In this lecture, let's talk about the levels of management. There are three levels in any decent, medium to large level, a large sized organization, which are top level management, middle management, and operational level management. So, first, let me explain what is top management. Then, I will explain what is operational level management. And with the help of those, it will be easy for you to understand what is middle level management. And then I will also give you an example of how the organizational structure looked in the company back where I worked. So first, let's talk about top level management. This is where, as the title says, all the heads of the company, this is where they belong. What do the heads of the company, what do they do? They are mostly the founders of the company, promoters of the company. They are the managing directors. They will be the executive directors of the company. They perform all the strategic functions of the company. What do you mean by strategic aspect? They will come up with, okay, what the type of business that we have to do, what type of brands we have to create, how should we advertise it, should we call a celebrity or not, or should we use our own resources to do the advertisement. All the top level aspects. Should I open a new factory in Assam, or should I shut down a factory maybe in West Bengal? It goes on and on like this. All the strategical top level aspects of a company. Should I send export to Australia or not? Or should I make imports from China or not? All the strategical aspects of the company. Now, if you take the annual report of any listed company in India, at the front section, you will see board of directors. The management people will be given, there will be a place for them. Okay, I will show you now as an example, the TCS annual report. So this is where you can see in the table of content, board of directors and management team. I hope you can see this. Now, I go to this page, you see the board of directors. This page you can pretty much find in every annual report of listed companies. So these are the board of directors of TCS. And this is an annual report of year 23-24. And this is the management team. So they have given the names of the people: Chief Technology Officer, Chief Marketing Officer. So your CEO, CFO, COO, all those people, your Chief Legal Counsel, all the top level people, at the corporate level as well as at the business head level, they belong to the top management. Now, let me explain operational level management. Operational level are the people who do the legwork of any organization. What do I mean by legwork? Legwork is something, the basic level work. If the company is about automobiles, manufacturing automobiles, then operational level people are the ones who actually build the automobiles, are the ones who actually assemble the automobiles. Let me show you some examples, some pictures in Google. So these are the people who work inside factory, right? So they are the ones who are in responsibility of all the operational aspect of a business. Blue collar workers, to be precise. Now let's talk about the middle management. What does it mean? You understood what is top management. They are responsible for making all the strategic decisions. You understood what is operational level management. They are responsible for carrying out all the final basic level tasks. Now, middle management is the people who get the orders from top management and they carry it on, they pass it on to the operational level management, and then they will review the work done by operational level management and report it back to the top level management. Because let's take an example, a company like TCS or Wipro or Infosys, any big Asian Paints, any big level company. These companies have more than 50-60,000 employees. If you take TCS, Infosys, I think there are more than 1 lakh employees. The top management will always be restricted to 20 to 25 people. The operational level management can go anywhere up to 50 to 1 lakh, 1,50,000 people. Now, how can these 50 or 20, 25 people at the top management directly control the entire 1 lakh people at the bottom level? It's not possible for them, right? So they create a layer called middle management. So those middle management people, they will range somewhere anywhere between 500 to 1000 people. Those 500 to 1000 people will control the larger 50 to 1 lakh people at the operational level management. Now I will show you the organization structure of the company where I worked. So when I cleared my CA and joined a private limited company, this is how the organization structure looked. So it started from band 1, which is the highest post of that company, and it went till band 9, which is the lowest post of that company. Now band 7, 8, 9 are purely operational operational level people. They worked only in factory and research and development unit, and band 8 and band 9 people are like extremely replaceable, very low power to them. They are responsible for only carrying out 15 to 20 tasks, beyond which they cannot perform anything on their own. Clear instructions will be given to them, and they are to perform only those tasks only. So some days they will be doing packing of whatever that has been produced, and they will be loading. Some days they will be loading that into the truck. Some days they will be unloading the raw material from the truck. So very basic level of work, and they will work in factory. Band 9, 8 and 7. Band 6 are officer cadre level. They belong to middle level and higher level in operational management. So these are the factory supervisors, and sometimes they also worked in corporate office. Again, I'm telling you the story that was present in the company I worked. This need not be the case in every company, but just for you to get an idea. Okay, band 5C was where I joined when I cleared my CA and went into this company. So I was kind of at the lowest level in the middle management. And from there I worked for 2 years, and I totally worked for 3 years. But at the end of the second year, I got my promotion and I became assistant manager. So AM is assistant manager, DM for deputy manager, DGM for deputy general manager, GM is for general manager, SGM is senior general manager, VP vice president, AVP associate vice president, and SVP senior vice president. MD is for managing director, you know this. Executive director, whole time director, WTD is whole time director. So these are all the people, the middle management as well as the top management, they all worked in corporate office. So you must have heard the term climbing the corporate ladder, isn't it? So this is exactly the ladder looks. So I joined at 5C. Maybe had I worked till now, I might have come till deputy manager, or maybe band 4B, deputy general manager, I'm not sure. But this is how the hierarchy works. I came out of the organization after 3 years itself and started my business. So this is how the corporate ladder looks. So I hope you got a better idea about the levels of management. Let's go to the next segment, which is functions of management. Now I'm not going to spend much time here. I will just rush through the meanings of these terms, because you see there are 5 functions to a management: planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. I'm not going to explain in detail because these 5 functions are 5 separate chapters in your first volume. So when we come to those chapters, we'll see them in extreme detail. But to give you a brief idea now, planning is developing the overall blueprint, which is like, okay, what are we as an organization? What are we supposed to do? What are all the types of works that could be involved in our day-to-day operations? So developing a complete roadmap. Where do we see ourselves in 3 years? Where do we see ourselves in 5 years? So, okay, so if we want to see ourselves in that position in 5 years, what should we do today? So that is planning aspect. And then organizing, which is you develop your organization structure. This is exactly an organization structure. So some organizations will have functional structure. Some organizations will have business structure. How do you define your organization structure? Which is basically developing the skeleton. Say in football, you have team formation, right? Some teams will play with 4-3-3 formation. Some teams will play with 1-2 and 3-4 formation. So exactly like that, how your organization structure is going to look like. And then you have staffing. Staffing is where you decide how to recruit the right person for the right job. And directing is delegation of work. After you recruit that person, he or she is not going to carry out the work on their own, right? They need specific instructions or training on how to do their job properly so that you get your desired result. So directing chapter is about how to give instructions to the employees and make them do the work, and also how to maintain their motivation, morale levels, and everything. Controlling chapter is finally about performance review. You cannot infinitely keep on giving tasks and you will not see or review their work, right? So you need to have periodical status check once a week, once a month, once a quarter, once every 6 months, and then finally at the end of year annual review. Performance review is completely mandatory in any management if at all the management wants to be effective. Periodical review should be done. So when we come to these specific chapters, we will see them in detail. So that's it for today's lecture. In the next lecture and the final lecture of this chapter, we will talk in detail about coordination. I'll see you in tomorrow's lecture. Thank you and bye-bye.